How's it going, everybody? It's Derek.
And Maddy.
Earth and Stone. We are in where?
Lacoste, Texas.
Lacoste, Texas, at Our Lady of Grace Cemetery. Look at this gorgeous cemetery, man. Can't wait to get in there and show you guys around. We've never been here before, so it's going to be an adventure for both of us. Stick around. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Lacoste Cemetery. Well, that's what I call it. It's actually called Our Lady of Grace Cemetery. And it was a nice little trek out here. How long did it take us to get here, Maddy? About
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Which, you know, doesn't sound like a long time, but when you're driving, it's pretty long. But not bad. But this is a very, very nice, it was impressive just from the get. So let's take a little walk through here and see what we can discover.
Nino.
Okay.
How do you say that? Nino?
Nino. Enrique C. Sr. and Aurora Lopez. Keller. Oh, they're both still with us. Now let me take a look at these over here. These look older, yeah, because usually a giveaway to me is these framed, the curbs they call them.
60 and 53.
Yeah. Grossenbacher. It's one of those very interesting names to me, anyway. I mean, Luckenbach. Thy will be done, O Lord. Yeah, we're going back to like some really, really awesome monuments back here. Yeah, felt a couple of raindrops there.
Yay.
Okay, I gotta go over here and check this out. Becker.
Wow, I love these pictures. But let's look at this. Okay, the year is 1848, right?
Mm-hmm. When they were
passed in 1916. But this looks like a modernized tombstone. Very elaborate. Maybe they had money.
Well, I would almost imagine they'd have to have money for this.
Do you think they had an older stone and somebody made? Because look at that bottom, dude.
Yeah.
And look at the sides. The curb, as
it's
you
like
say.
granite. It's like granite to me.
Nice.
Marble. Yeah, the Becker family had to have come from money. These stones were not cheap even back in that day.
I feel like maybe it was redone, right? They said, "Oh, you need a new."
I don't know. It's hard to tell because some of these, I'm really surprised that like some of these look very modern. They look extremely modern. Like they're not worn down like some of the ones we've seen. Some they have like damage and stuff like that, or they're faded out. These look very new. Now this here, yeah. See, I mean, they could have redone them. Maybe they didn't get money till later, so they decided they were going to redo the grave sites. But at the same time, I don't know. Me, because I was saying in the last video that the older they get, the more elaborate they get. They don't just become like little stones with a name. They actually put some work into them. So, yeah. Look at this one here. Look at this.
I don't think I've seen any like that before.
No, neither have I. So, and here's another thing I've never seen. Is I've seen the IHS cross, but I've never seen it leaning to the side like that. And it's almost like the when Jesus is carrying the cross. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what it looks like to me. But this one over here on the very end. Sorry, I don't mean to step on anybody's toes. It's a different kind of stone, and it's got a picture of Jesus on it. There's no cross on it, just a side profile of Jesus Cristo. So, He went in 1968. I'm going to guess that these guys went later on in life. Yeah, 77, 87 here. And he still doesn't have his stone, I guess. But yeah, they got the same kind of headstones, except for this one here. This one has absolutely no, except for the crosses in the stone, but not shaped like these here. And once again, here we are with the Woodmen. I kind of had a feeling we'd run into one of these, at least one. Joseph Franger, 1917. Now see, this is a little different because I've seen them like this and I've seen them like that, but I've never seen the two together. The pile of wood and then the log. I've never seen them both together like that. So I wonder if pretty amazing. Schmidt, Emil and Magdalena Schmidt, 1843 to 1921, 1850 or 51 to 1916, I think. I guess I could get closer, but I'm not going to. And then you have this really simplistic kind of like font writing, little rose on the top, little flowers, and
like,
rose. They're lilies of the valley. Sorry.
Like if you would just when you leave flowers, you just leave it on top.
Sure.
I'm really digging this one over here.
The curtains.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it. It's not a curtain. It's a robe. Sorry. But
Makes it look like a...
Yeah, it's just like I said. The detail they put into these older stones is just amazing. You know, somebody had to like look. They even put the little ridges on the bottom here to really make it look like cloth.
Yeah, you can also think of it as somebody thought that up.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody looked at that piece of stone and said, you know what?
And this doesn't look like something that you would mass produce. You know, you can't like say, "Oh yeah, I got like 3 of these in the back." You know, I'll show them out. I'll show them to you, and you can choose one. No, they probably had an idea, gave it to the stone master, and he said, "Yeah, I can do that." Used all his power tools and chisels and yeah. What's it say? Oh yeah, it is, but I can't really make it out.
I wish I could see what that was.
This is what we need: the paper and the chalk.
Life, love, and faith.
Oh, so it's not in German, it's English?
Well, up here it says life, love, and faith, but they have some kind of, what is that, epitaph or some kind of thing at the bottom in a different language, and up here too.
Meckler. Franger, another Franger. A lot of Franger. It's all in the same lot, so Meckler ties in. Meckler, Franger. They're all connected here. Here we are with this deal again. These are really incredible grave sites. And from a distance, when we were driving up here, this place looked a lot bigger, but it's not. That's the back of it right there. There's the fence at the end there. Here's the back fence. And then that line of trees is where it ends. So this is going to be a very big exploration. Plus, when the novelty of it all wears off, you start to realize that a lot of these stones look the same. They're very impressive, but they look the same. So, like this one really stands out. Joseph Haller. That's that rough, that granite feel.
He has a shroud. He has a little...
Yep, right over here, right over the corner. Lisa Schmidt, 1922. Nicholas Schmidt, 1913. And here we are with another one of these bad boys right here. Reminds me of like a Western, like the good, the bad, and the ugly. These kind of, like, I expect a church bell to be ringing in the distance. (1918, 1919, 1923 and 1924, January 29th, 1926 to June 30th, 1926. Budded on earth to bloom in heaven. Now see, this is a very extremely simple stone compared to all the ones we've seen, but very effective. Leonard Anthony Haller, 1914, 1942. Grant him eternal rest, O Lord. Father, mother, and see the engraving on this. It's not as decorative as some of these, not even that older one, but it's to the point. This is one of those smooth stones. 1977. Okay, this is more around my age. 1968 to 1995. Maria E. Lopez. Only 2 years older than me. Trevino. Pablo and Maria, mom and dad. Mom went 20 years after dad did. Spent all that time without him. It's a beautiful grave. It's very ornate. I love the color scheme. It's very, very nice. There's a few of them like that here. There's one over there. Let's go check that one out. In loving memory from his wife, daughter, and granddaughter, Alfredo D. Garcia, 1921 and 1994. Look at this. Absolute garden of flowers they put here. Beloved mother, Maria M. Hernandez, 1942 to 2020. Mr. Leonard Hernandez, 1971 to 1996. Jessica Marie Hernandez, 1979 to 1998. Our precious angel. Well, according to this, I'm taking a wild guess here, but she went to Southwest High School and was a cheerleader, and she played soccer. Okay, for me this is the first. I've seen a lot of stones with a lot of engravings. I've never quite seen them colored like this, but now I'm seeing like some of this color bleeding, so I wonder if somebody did that by hand. Like, did they take some paint or ink or something and highlight that in color? As you can see, there's some red bleeding off there, but it looks really nice. It looks really nice. It almost looks like, pardon me, but it looks like tattoos almost, especially those flowers down there. If they did that by hand, it's a really nice personal touch. It really is. This one stood out from a distance because of Like the grand scheme of everything here, for the most part, is gray stones. But over here, you got a couple of dark stones, like this one here. Lindsay, Daniel Clay Lindsay, 57 to 2019, beloved father and grandfather. This is very stark, but very bold. This white on black. It's amazing. Beloved father, grandpa, Angel E. Mendez. But on the back, I noticed it said Huero. So I guess that was their name for him. This says Guadalupe Martinez, 1950 to 2013. But look at this drop in here. Whatever little statue they put there kind of sunk, and it's like a perfect hole. It's an almost perfect hole. But you can see, we always talk about the ground settling and stuff, but this settled like in one spot. This little statue is here. I saw it in the distance and kind of like tripped me out a little bit. It looks like you should be holding a fishing pole. In fact, look what I found over here. A fishing pole. See if I can help you out here, son. Yep, that'll work. I had to come over here and look at this one. Robert Gomez, Sandy Gomez, 62 to 2011. Robert Gomez is still with us, but look at this. I personally have never seen this before in a headstone. It's plastic, but look how beautiful that is. Absolutely beautiful. Delma Betty Jimenez, Rosalie A. Hinojosa. They had them all planned to be here with him, I guess. Eloise and Leon Meckler, 25 and 22. And it says here on the back, they were married June 9th, 1947. Tony Antonio Rangel, 59 to 17, 2017. Beloved brother and husband, loving you brings me such happiness, loving you brings me such pain. Loving you will never stop, so loving you is where I remain. Beloved mother and grandmother, Angelita, 1931 to 2020. Warner. Grandma, you were loved and you are still loved. I am more than positive of that. Now, I'm really liking the rustic look here. You have so many fancy, ornate, detailed stones here. And then you come here and you see, like we've talked about before, the very personal, the very rustic look. They took a table bottom and they added a cross to it. They put the solar lights on it. It still works. How about this one? Yeah, that works. And you got this very sturdy cross. Good old-fashioned wood. Horseshoes. This one, they put the barbed wire around it. Now this one, is immaculate. Chavez. Andrew Guajardo, hope I said that right. July 10th, 1989 to 2014. He was a very, very young guy. And they went all out on this headstone. They even had a little stone out here engraved for their precious son. But yeah, he was super young. Nobody's in this one yet, but the stone was just so nice I couldn't pass it up. They etched a tree of life in there, I guess. One mind, one people, one universe. Dr. Raymond William Waldo. Let the eyes of every man, woman, and child you look upon reflect your honor, your peace, your joy, and your servitude. Jesse Frank Caceres. And there's no date of death on either one of these. So, still with us? I wonder what they are to each other. Our angel in heaven. These are all young graves. This one I pretty much know is stillborn because it's just a date of birth. Joseph Philip Nentwich, born and died February 23rd. Martin Larry Nentwich, born and died 1966. Todd Michael Biediger, 1975. Jelaine Denise Millward, April 18th to April 30th, 1977. Now here's a more elaborate type grave, has the curb on it and the stand-up stone, and he born and died 1914. Dorothy Mangold. Is it Mangold or Mangold? 1912 to 1914. She was only 2 years old. September to December 1924. Baby. Friesenhahn. It's a very nice stone. Extremely nice. Friesenhahn. Take a good look at these here. Look at this group. Look at this group of stones right here. They stand out so much. Look, I found one like Maddy found last time. 67 to 72, Jerry Louis Carrillo. Seen plenty with pictures, not too many with the cover on it like that. Very nice. Usually Maddy likes the ones with the marbles in it, but when I see decorated crosses like this or graves, I automatically think of Maddy.
Look at that, it has pieces of plate on it.
Oh yeah.
And like you saw pieces of bottle on another one.
Yeah, they took like some china or something, broke it up. Wow. Wow. Yeah, the ones Maddy usually finds are marbles. There's marbles to put them in, which is really nice too. And this one is a really nice one here. Look at this. Asiano Soto de Carrillo. Maddy just discovered this little deal here, and this is a first for both of us. It's got like a glass insert with the name and everything behind it. It doesn't really stand up to the weather very much because it cracks and moisture gets in it, but it is unique to us. You got the painted rocks here. Things of that nature. And oh yeah.
There's the...
Yeah, because there's a shotgun and a broken clays on his stone.
And there's shotgun shells.
Shotgun shells, clays,
discs,
a beer, and shotgun and discs. Maddy pointed this one out. She called it my favorite. And I guess it is in a way because I always point them out when I see them. I didn't see this one. It's way in the back. This is the back fence here. This is the back corner. So this is like one of the first ones, I think. But yeah, it's the wrought iron fencing. Is it wrought iron? I just say that because that's what it looks like, but maybe it's not. I don't know. But it's very sturdy fencing. It's got a very nice patina on it, little rust, make it look aged. Very nice. Oh yes, the coins. We were just talking about these. Like, they're all over the place. There's pennies everywhere. Wait a minute, what? This is 2022, and look, still looks pretty fresh. They still got the deal they put over the grave before they have the funeral. Anastasio Vargas Jr. Bobby Mendez, a musician. Gone fishing, hunting, fishing, and nature. Lisa Ann and Patrick Joseph Rooks. 1970 to 2022. 1967. Raúl F. Hinojosa. This enormous cross here for Puerta Mata, 26 to 2022. Look, here's another colored one. Another colored stone. Look at that. When Maddie and I first walked in, she noticed this stone right here. And I had seen a stone like this in one of the searches. Didn't know there was one here like this. In loving memory of the innocent victims of abortion. Knights of Columbus Council. 1997 this was dedicated. But this is really nice. Very nice. Well, that's it for this tour of Our Lady of Grace Cemetery in Lacoste, Texas. Hope you enjoyed that. Maddie, what did you take away from this one? Did you like it?
I did. I really did. And I like that we found so many things that were different that we had never seen before. I loved it.
Yeah, it's always great to have a new experience in an old setting. I mean, cemeteries, people will probably say a cemetery is a cemetery is a cemetery, but no, each one carries its own little deal, and we're glad to see it, and we're glad to bring it to all of you. So once again, thank you for joining us. I'm Derek.
I'm Maddie.
This is Earth and Stone.